A little bit of traveling later, and then in the northwest corner of Frigida, we're finally at a lion temple. And there it is on the map, just in case you don't have a map on internet. What do you mean you don't have internet available? Point is, map here, sea cave there, palace here. And now when we go to the center of these wonderful temples, we don't get cursed out. Instead, we just got ate by the darkness. But what's this? We got warped to another place. Oh dear. Another world, if you will. Yeah, we're back in the Elysium bubble. So let's go north. See if we can find that city called Erode. That's what Leia's pendant told us to do. And I, for one, always listen to pendants. That's silly. Also, I should probably go slightly to the west. Yes, I should. That would be a good decision. I just noticed this. The Leaping Lizard Men, they have pink knives. I really hope those are knives and not something else. This game might have some innuendos. Cat women are more than enough innuendo for me. But Magma, there was a Leia Palace over there. Why didn't we go take that one? It would have been longer distance. And the wonderful town of Erode. Erwan. Urza and Dar, man-made. They're not moons, they're man-made satellites. Around our homeworld, Elysia 3. So we've been traveling along different lands. That's nice to know. Also nice to know is their timemate. But once again, no escape pipes. See, there is a fifth slot. You could have put an escape pipe in the fifth slot, you little twerp. Sigh. And why did I purchase Monomate? At this point, Dimate's the way to go. Trimate a little bit expensive, but it might get you out of some bad jams. And maybe some bad jellies as well. Well, I know our adventures in the last few videos haven't been action-packed, full of combat and such. Oh, that'll change pretty soon. But for right now, we have some better and affordable armor we can buy. So everyone's getting an upgrade. As soon as I double check. And make sure everyone does get an upgrade. Yeah. So purchase along with me. Or you can skip ahead a few minutes. But why wouldn't you want to watch a cyborg get dressed up? And for the glove of all that is holy, if there is anything holy left, don't buy shields! So 3 out of those 5 are useless. Sigh. But the ones that we can equip are very nice. Laconian armor and Force Vest. I don't know why it's all not Laconian or all Force or all that. It's just whatever he has on sale. I'm sure random adventurers pop up every now and then and sell him stuff that he's not quite sure what to do with. I'd love that Laconian sword, but I can't afford it. So Mew wants an upgrade. Yes, she does. Also, that pulse cannon down there is awesome. It will hit, I believe, everything on the screen. I will double check that. And Mew gets an upgrade to a claw. And make sure I'm equipping the right claws this time. There we go, yes. A second LaconClaw would be ideal. One quick moment while I sell and see if I can buy anything else. You notice my equipment prioritization has been towards the first 3 characters. Well, the cyborg stuck with me through a generation. And you know, father to son heritage. And Loon and Allaire live on the purple moon, Adala. If there's only a way to get to the moon. This is a sci-fi adventure. Why wouldn't there be a way to get to the moon? Why would there be a fountain in the middle of nowhere with a checkerboard pattern? We'll find the answer in just a few moments. But for now, we realize there's a big house in front of us that is empty. You have a feeling they wanted to make this a bigger game with more characters, NPCs to talk to, but I think they ran out of room on the disc. Yes. Or it should take a rocket shuttle to reach distant. A rocket shuttle? That would be a good idea. And the path east means this path right here. So double check your dimates and trimates. And escape pipe in case something bad happens. And spend all the Meseta you can. Because now we're going flying. Or at least I thought I was going flying. That's the trick though. He said follow the path. This is the path right here. That leads to another dungeon in the middle of town with no markers. Can you tell I'm slightly frustrated? Good thing I already played through this once. Had to do the same thing in the previous playthrough. That you might see parts of later. So we have to go to Dala. Yep. And it's just a very, very simple dungeon. Going to the north and slightly west. Thank goodness it's a small dungeon for once. But it still has monsters inside. Somebody should tell that. And monomate. I think there's a second treasure chest in here. Let me double check that real quick because my maps are not perfect. Nope, that's the only treasure. And look there, there's a ship. A spaceship, if you will. So now we're going to take off and learn a big, big secret. That is the weirdest looking planet I have ever seen. Our planet was just a cluster of spaceships all along. Which leaves a lot of questions. We got 2 artificial moons and a planet that is actually a bunch of bubbles, which is a spaceship floating in space. And of course the satellite, the moon, if you will, is just another spaceship. Weird. And now we've landed in the temple holy place. As you guess, this is going to have even more fun monsters for us to play with. So, allow me to get a map here. Oh, we got time. This is actually a very short place if you know where to go to. So let's... And for once, it's not in a spiral. Just go... meet some new enemies here. Or one new enemy. It's the pink root. It's the root of all our problems. Actually, no, it's not. The root of all our problems is not going to be defeated that easily. It still involves going west. Yeah, you know, using my resources aside, the pink root only has 95 hit points. But they can be nasty if they want to be. They can also be a lot of experience. So slightly less and a little bit more later, we have more pink roots and clicks. Clicks. And you notice our characters are starting to do a lot of damage. That's good. Because I know you've been missing some fighting. And well, we're going to be doing a lot of fighting. And we're going to be meeting a lot of new enemies. Some in this video, some in the next video. As I go down to yet another dungeon. With a lot of treasure chests. Will we be getting them all? Watch the next video. Cliffhanger!